Hello, welcome back to Stonehearth with me, BANTO. So I got a pretty interesting request which I've gotten before, and it was sent by generic username, and the request was to do houses that will be from the game Kingdoms and Castles, which is another game you can check out on my YouTube channel as well, which I do an playthrough for. So I've been designing one of the houses. I've done the cottage, and I'm pretty happy how it looks. It looks a little bit different than the normal Kingdoms and Castles, but I pretty much changed a few colors for it. So this is the one I made. Here's the cottage, Kingdom's cottage, and this one do need some clay bricks, so we can't actually build this because we don't have a potter. But this is how this house will look. So we get a front here, and I tried to kind of get the same look for it. The roof there was a little bit fat at the ends. It do look like that in Kingdom's Castle. I'm not sure how good it fits in Stonehearth with the size of the blocks we got, but I think it turned out pretty nice. This house is also for 3 people to live in. And I'm gonna put it out here. So this will be like the new area where we will start the real town. These are mostly, like I said in the previous episode, mostly for like, yes, start the things, get some net worth, and progress in the game, get more hard things going. So we will be doing more houses of Kingdoms Castles. Today we're gonna do, I think it's called the hovel. It's the smallest house. It's a very simple one. But later on we're also gonna do like the granary, some wells, so we're definitely gonna do the windmill. We will see with the windmill a little bit, because the cooking mod, the cafe one, is currently not working with Alpha 23, so it will depend if that gets fixed or not. If not, we just have to do some wind sails that does not move. We will see. Now I thought that since we're gonna do this town, I'm gonna copy the roads as well. And Kingdom's Castle, they do have these pretty bright roads, so I think perhaps this color, or maybe even this one, would be a pretty good choice for it. And Kingdom's Castle also have some pretty weird things. I'm not sure if we're gonna use it, but they do have these little weird patches of blocks just sticking out like that. I guess we could do it. Can try it and see if we like it, so let me know guys what you think about it. But overall I think this turned out pretty nice. I did redo it a few times because I wasn't happy, some things got messed up, and I tried to make it look really like the in-game thing, so hope you guys like this, let me know what you think about it. So let's maybe try to do this road, so let me know guys if you guys think we should keep it like this, so there will be these random things going out. And I got a lot of name requests from you guys, I'm really happy about that, and the idea is that I will be naming one to 2 people per episode as long as they're halflings, and you can always suggest new names, so if you have a name you want to give a halfling, drop it in the comments and I will randomly choose who will be getting a name in the game. So the first guy we're gonna name here is gonna be Flargen, with an heart of a crafter, so we would satisfy what he wanna be, we'll make him to a crafter. The second person we're gonna name today is gonna be this guy, our carpenter Ezra Umbro. This is gonna be Jerry. Welcome. So drop more names if you have more name requests. If you haven't already, I will put all of you to my list and randomize who gets to join our town. Hopefully I will be able to get as many of you guys as possible. It's not gonna be possible for everyone, but I'm gonna try as good as possible. So hopefully we get a big town going on. So like I said with this one, we need to get a potter if we're gonna build this one. So it might be a little bit later. And in normal Kingdoms Castles, this is not like the first house you would be building. You will be building the smaller hovels. And I think we should go and design one of those. And those houses are very basic. So it kind of reminds, I guess, of maybe to start a basic house a little bit, like this one. Not too much advanced. So let's go ahead and we're gonna pop it down. So a size, it should be a little bit longer, okay. Equal number, and this could be pretty good size. Look at that. Let's see if we can pop in a door. We have to maintain a few things. So let's go to the carpenter. We're gonna make some doors. We're also gonna make some windows, so we maintain them. And the reason I do this is both I had them in a stockpile, but also because this trick that you can build houses really customizable, that you craft them here and then you can place them wherever you want. So if you build a house full in slab where you have full power, just like I did with the cottage over here, then you can just pop in windows like that with placement and you can just drop them in like this. So it is really useful, and that's why I'm making some now. But let's go ahead and let's move them to the top. That should be good. I want to get in my windows and doors pretty soon. Just gonna make sure they are getting crafted first of everything. Okay, there we go. That should be good. Looks like we need to gather a little bit more wood. We're gonna have enough. I have to chop a few down. What I like to do sometimes is to take 2-3 people, maybe half of the workers, and make them not build houses. So they would do everything except for building. So for example, chopping down some trees, hopefully. I'm not sure what they're busy with at the moment. Eating some snacks, I guess. It looks like it. Snack time. And we really need to get like some real stockpile and stuff. And this house for the carpenters is almost done. This one is done, so that's good. We might expand the farm a bit. Let's get another one. Let's have it maybe next to the ones we have. Or maybe let's prepare already. Since, like I said, we're probably gonna do the windmill. And in Kingdom's Castles, when you do have these farms, they generally you put like three tiles, like around this, 3 there and 3 here. Pretty much 8 of them. And in the middle you will be putting the windmill. So if we do like this, then the windmill will be in the center there. So let's give that a try. I'm not sure if we will use this size for the windmill, but that could probably be a pretty good size. So I'm gonna put to grow a few different ones and mix them around a bit, because no one wants to eat the same food every time. Turnips every day, yummy. Okay, let's look a little bit at that one. Let's see if they're crafting it. I know sometimes they can mess up the crafting things. Okay, looks like we're doing it. That's good. Okay, let's get back then to doing our little hovel. So hopefully this is gonna turn out pretty good, and I'm gonna make this with slab again, because then we can do a lot of things. Like for example, like I have my cottage here. We do have these things going here. And with these normal walls, you don't get a thing. It's just it looks like it looks, and you just have these options, and that can be kind of limited. A low error message. That thing output reply ready. Okay, hopefully I didn't break the game, guys. Remove that. Okay, so let's get back to this one. Hopefully BANTO didn't break anything. I think we will have to do a double door. I wanted to have a single one, but the thing is that the roof is supposed to be like this roof. With 2 blocks. Normally when I do houses I prefer to have one at the very top, but for this house we can have 2. So I think the double door is gonna be the best for this, because we can't fit the other door in the middle, the small one. It's impossible, so we're gonna have to go for this way, and I think it's gonna be pretty good anyway. Kind of big door for being not such a small house though. So there we go. Actually, this hovel doesn't have these things, at least not here. I think I can keep them here, but they do not actually have these. So they should just go from here, and then we go up. Like that. They're very simple, a lot more simple than our other cottage. So this is gonna be good, and there's gonna be a place for perhaps 1 person. Before I was thinking that maybe we should make it the amount of people that Kingdom's Castle also have for the houses. I felt like when I was building this one that that wasn't really doable. It's a little bit unrealistic for the house size in Stonehearth at least. So I felt like this was perhaps a better way of doing it. Ragged Survivalist, he has a few stuff here. Oh, this guy is one of the best things you can get for trading. If you can buy the bolt of leather, you can get a cleric's tome later on that you can craft with a herbalist. That is very useful, so you can keep your army alive. I want to sell a few tools, some swords, some farmer tools, and that should be pretty good. And then we can afford to buy 2 of these, that's good. But we will need to go and craft some new tools, because if we need another farmer, or perhaps we will need a few more soldiers. I'm just gonna make like 4 of the swords, bring them up here. Sure we get them done soon. I really want to craft these of Alpha 23 also, the ornate leather-bound chest, and I want to see this one. It's so nice that we have so many new crafts, and the lanterns, I want to see how those look. And also these doors, of course. And look at the amount of appeal this one does give. 20, that's really, really much. So we need gold flakes and iron ore. Gold flakes I have never seen, so that's a new resource. That you perhaps, I would guess you get it from like the blacksmith working and make them with some gold ingots or something, or gold ore. Okay, so it's time to make the roof, and this roof is actually supposed to have a little bit of different color. This one, our cottage, has a little bit more of a reddish roof, and this one is kind of gonna have almost, not exactly the same, but it's gonna be a pretty bright roof, so we have to look for bright color. The base game maybe do lack that. We have to look for a different option. We could go for something like this, but it wouldn't maybe that could work. Let's give that a go. Let's try that out. Cover this. Okay, so there we go. It was a little bit tricky to find some suiting colors for this. Didn't feel like the base game actually had the colors I was fully looking for, but I think it turned out pretty good. The roof in Kingdoms and Castles is a little bit different though. The slope is a little bit different, but it felt like for this tiny house it was kind of hard to put that together directly in Stonehearth. But now we're gonna put some window and gonna drop them. We're gonna have one this side and one at this side. Here we go, 2 windows. So another thing that this one does have, just like this cottage, it do have this thing on the top with the wood. So we're gonna do something similar, and first we're gonna try to just remove this. Kind of how I did with this one, just remove the very top, and then we have it up here. Then we end the ends like that. Different color though, so let's redo this one. Drop it in like that, and then we're gonna change this one again. And it should be like that. It does look a little bit weird, I would say, but that's kind of how the house is made. And for their chimney, I prefer to actually do it with this stone color instead of using. Have like kind of, it looks like wood, the one they use. So I think this looks pretty good, pretty okay. This will be the cottage together with our hovel. That is pretty good. I don't like the door though. I would like to have a smaller one, but it's not gonna be able to fit in the middle with the way that is made in the Kingdoms and Castles. So I think that would do. What we could do, let me see what you prefer, guys. So let's try to drop down a normal door, and we have it at the side, and maybe that is okay. I just think it looks a little bit better if it's small though, because that big door doesn't really fit into good. If we could do something like that, it should be pretty nice. Let's save this. I will be sharing this template later on as well, so you guys will be able to download them at a later point as well. You can use them, and then you will know that every template here will work for you with Stonehearth and Alpha 23, because these templates are the original, no mods, only the base game. You guys can know 100% that it's gonna be hassle-free to use them pretty much. So let's get this one out, and we can put it next here. I'm not sure still if I like it, like the roof color. It was so hard to get a suiting color for it. It does have a very different color compared to what the cottage got. The cottage has more this reddish thing, but this one was really hard to like get a good combination here. Let me know, guys, what do you think about our new house here in Stonehearth. Hopefully it's gonna be suiting in pretty good and we can build a nice town with this, but this roof, just as the cottage roof, it does require us to have a potter. So we should really try to make sure we can get it. So how to get it? We need to get a mason. We need a mason, hammer and chisel. Gonna craft one of those. That will take us to that, and let's do a few more herbal staff would be good. Could check out if we are able soon to perhaps actually grow some silkweed. Level 2 farmer. So hopefully it's not too far away. But guys, this will be it for today with Stonehearth. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, feel free to leave a like on my video. If you want to watch more, subscribe to my channel so you won't be missing out any of the future videos. And click the bell notification to know every time when I'm posting a new video. So guys, if you have name requests, drop them in the comments and I will be randomly selecting. Every episode I will select 1 to 2 Halfling that will be named. And make sure to drop it, I want to put you in my list. So guys, thanks for watching, hope you had a good time, and see you next time. Take care.